Hey, everybody. This is, it's me. I'm live. It's 6:30. It's Thursday. And yeah, it's a lot going on. Uh I'm not gonna talk about a whole lot going on, but it's a lot going on. Like I just realized that April is every weekend in April I have some I mean April. Every weekend in May I have something going on, which is a wonderful thing. It's my birthday month. Gemini season will be popping. But as you know, some of you know that follow me, I celebrate my birthday all year round, especially May and June, because got to get all of Gemini season, got to get all of May because my birthday's in May. Then I got to hit June just because, goes into Gemini season. So I take up everybody's season because I can. So, yes. So, exciting news. I am doing something. I'm doing something. I am doing something. And I'm going to get on toxic relationships in a minute. I'm just going to let you know what I'm doing. So, y'all, I signed up with Unity Mass Band. I'm going to be uh in a mass band doing carnival stuff. I ordered my costume. If you're on Facebook, I posted it there. I may post it on all my other sites. And it will not be me in the costume. I'll get my costume later. But I decided I let people on Facebook decide what costume I was gonna wear. It's so dope. It's my first time doing it. I'm so excited. Um, so yeah. This is National Poetry Month. Y'all go see some poetry, buy some poetry books. I got a poetry book. I just got my new box in today because I had run out. So I have 50 new poetry books. So hit me up, butterflyflow.life, if you want to get a poetry book. And yeah, today, oh, I got one right here. Let me show you. That's a poetry book. I did a poetry reading the other day. Yep, check the past live, my last live on all of here. I did a poetry reading for my book and my calendar. And yeah, just different places I write sometimes. I write a lot. Hey, Miss Dahlia. So, yeah, so let's get into this. So, I don't even know why I chose toxic relationships. I was just like, what am I going to write about? What am I going to do? What is this going to be? And it just keeps coming up and coming, just because yeah, people can be toxic. And I don't want to say that and I probably have to do a couple parts to this because this is difficult to discuss because there's so many different facets. It goes in so many different directions. It's doing a lot of things. So it's difficult to get into exactly how toxic relationships start because a lot of times, it doesn't always start out toxic. Sometimes it can start out beautiful, loving, everything could be going well, and then something can happen and that's on either side of the relationship. One person can think, oh my goodness, like the paranoia sets in, the I gotta make sure I know where you are at all times sets in. I have to, you know check with people that's supposed to be with you sets in. Sometimes hitting sets in, abuse sets in, and again, sometimes it's not right away, but again, sometimes it is. Because I will say, and it's kind of like the domestic violence cycle. I would say toxic relationships kind of fall into that because just because somebody's not hitting you doesn't mean that it's a good relationship. That is not the bar. That is not, oh, they're not hitting me. It must be great. No, they're talking bad to you. They're being disrespectful to you. They're calling you names, pushing you, different little things, forcing you to do things you don't want to do. Um, all those things. Like it's a lot that can be in a toxic relationship. And again, one person does not a toxic relationship make. It's when the two people get in it together and they're like, oh, you did this, I'm gonna do that. You did this, I'm gonna do that. Another part of it could be tolerating someone who is toxic towards you and allowing them to do the things that they're doing and not calling them on their mess. Because and I say that, and more people like toxic relationships than they say. There's so many people who say, "Oh, I don't want a toxic relationship. I don't want to be in a toxic relationship." But as soon, and I'm going to speak for me. I'm going to speak for me and some of the people that I know that we've had this discussion. So, as soon as you don't do something that is toxic in a relationship, sometimes people look at you sideways. And I say that because I've had more than one man not want to date me because they, or continue dating me because something happened and my reaction wasn't the normal reaction or what they expected to get. And they said that I wasn't passionate enough. And I didn't care enough. And my thing is like, what you want me to do? Like, if you say this is what happened, what else can I do but accept it? What else can I do but say, okay, well, you apologize, you got your stuff together. Next time, it's cool, whatever. I mean, and it might not be cool, but you told me what it was. Why am I gonna argue with you? Why am I gonna fuss with you? Why would I, get into an argument about something that you stated that was true for you? And I say that because sometimes, and I'll say men because I only date men, so I can't speak in other ways. However, I've spoken to some men and they say some women do it too. But you feel that the other person doesn't care because they don't react with anger. They don't react with violence. They don't react with being petty. That is not a natural reaction. That is not. Listen, listen. If you piss me off, I should not key your car. That is not how any of this works in life. Like, this is not, I shouldn't fuss and cuss you out for 5 days or years after. Like, this is not how this, you don't answer your phone because you're asleep. I'm cool. You told me you were asleep. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, you must be sleeping with somebody else. You must be with that other chick." No, if you are, it'll come out. It'll come out in the wash. I let things be. Let things be what they are. But a lot of people, and I say a lot of people, I'm listen to what I'm saying. A lot of people have been conditioned that anger, sometimes violence, sometimes the constant badgering, the nagging, the you must be sleeping with somebody else, the I need to check your phone, the it's so many things, the keying of the car, the bleaching of the clothes. A lot of people have been conditioned to believe that that's what love looks like. And I'm here to tell you it is not. At any moment or anytime you get to a point where you're with somebody or you're talking to somebody and you feel like, I want to slap the taste out of their mouth, that's probably the point you probably need to just leave them alone. Like, if you get to a point where you're like, oh my goodness, I want to crawl into their skin and never be away from them. If they leave me, I'm going to hurt them. That's probably the point. You need to leave them alone. Because that's where toxicity is seated. Like, it's the little things like, oh, I just can't be without them. And then like the little, like, my precious, like, no, nobody is your property. Nobody is your precious. Like, this is not the point to be like, I will never let them go. Like, no, that's not, like, the thing is it. And I'm gonna say this with a asterisk. Miss Dahlia said facts. Thank you. I'm gonna say this with an asterisk. If you want somebody to be with you and stay with you, create a place where they want to be. And the asterisk is they still have to want to be with you. Because if they don't want to be with you, you can create all the spaces that you want, and they still may not want to be with you. So, and I will say it has nothing to do with you. That's them. That's what they've decided. And you can and should make the decision to keep it pushing. So, and the reason why I got on this rant, I've been seeing this a lot. people checking each other's phones, checking their locations. You got to be right where I need you to be, right when I need you to be. You don't have to. Like, I can go to the store. I can say I'm going to this store and go to this store, and it should be okay. It should absolutely be okay. It should not be a fight at 6:40. I checked your phone. You said you were going to Food Line and you was over there by the Walmart. What? What happened? And this is what happened. So you must have been, and this is the jump, the leap that a lot of people make. And I keep saying people. This is not men, this is not women, this is a people issue. This is the leap that a lot of people make. Oh, so if you weren't where you said you were going, you must have been meeting up with somebody over here. No, no, no. Maybe this place didn't have what I needed and I had to go over here to get it. That's it. Just because I couldn't find what I needed at Food Line, they had it at Walmart. I did not meet up with somebody at Walmart. And then, like, people go so far as to tell their partners, and I swear I'm not making this stuff up, to tell their partners, you can't have your phone on silent around me because I need to know when you're getting something to your phone. That is toxic. That is controlling. That is not a place you need to be. Men and women, listen to me when I say this. If you start, because people say you start out how you hold out. If you're starting a new relationship, normally the first thing people will do that are toxic or controlling is try to get you away from the people that you normally talk to, the people that you are normally with, your friends, your family, the people that support you. That is the first thing they try to do. So as soon as it's, I don't like, so guys, you have friends, and sometimes your friends, your significant others, like, I don't like that you talk to her. You need to stop talking to her. I've had it happen. I've had it happen on more than one occasion. And guess what? I always tell my friend, I'll be here when you get back. Like, we're friends. We're cool. Like, I'm not even mad at you. I understand you're trying to do this for this relationship that's not going to work out because this person is controlling you. And I'm always here. I'm like, yeah, we're friends. Come on back. I'll be here waiting. Because one thing about me, and I will say I've had guy friends who their significant other, their partner, whatever, they were cool till they met me. Like, it was cool to be a name out there, but then they saw me, they like, ain't no way y'all ain't mess around. Yes, there's a way. There's a whole big way. I know this person fully. I'm good. Good. If I wanted to be with them, we would have explored it at some point and didn't. So we're good. So it's so many, and I'm gonna narrow it down at some point. I just can't narrow it down today as to the different ways that people are just toxic to each other, toxic for each other. If you're with somebody, and I think, ooh, a lot of times the reason why people feel that it's love, like, I can't live without this person, is because it's exciting. Like, they get this something within them and it feels exciting. Like, ooh, this is how it's supposed to be. We supposed to be fighting in the front yard and destroying each other's stuff. And that's what love is. It's not. It just feels exciting. It pulls up a deep, excited emotion within you. So you feel that that's what love is supposed to feel like, and it's not. Love, love is feeling. Love is not anxious. Love is peaceful. It takes over you. It relaxes you. It's not something where you have to jump up out of your sleep and be like, oh my goodness, I wonder what they're doing now. Oh my goodness, let me check their phone, see who they're talking to. I can't, it's not the type of relationship that people should be in. And, a lot of people say, well, they deserve it because they did this, but you stayed. No matter what they did, you stayed. So guess what? You've decided to live with that mistake that they made. And you can't put that mistake on them every day for the rest of your life. And you just stay with them to punish them And so you're punishing yourself because you're still looking at them as the mistake that they made. A mistake, an own person, purpose, an accident, whatever you want to call it. Whatever they did it. And you're still there. So why are we still talking about it? And then also to the person who made the mistake, why are you still listening to it? I've literally had men decide that heard, of men who decided to marry somebody or be with somebody because of the time that they put in together. Oh, they've been with me through all of this. I cheated. I did this. I did that. They deserve for me to marry. They don't deserve for you to marry them. They deserve to go find somebody who's not going to do all that. That's what they deserve. And then, on the other hand, you have some women that are so insecure, they want to check everything. Oh, this is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. Like they can't even get rest because they're checking on where you are all the time. Insecure, you can't have friends of opposite sex. Sometimes you can't have friends of same sex because you've told them too much about your friend. Now they don't trust your friend. And again, that goes both ways. Like, so be careful what you say about your friends to your partner because they're going to judge your friends. And then when you want to go hang out with that friend, they be like, well, you just said that friend does such and such and such and such. Why you want to hang out with them? So it's a whole thing. And I couldn't even get into it like I wanted to. There's so many things I wanted to say. And then it went out of my head once I started talking because, yeah. But yeah, toxicity is not a great thing. If you have to fight every day, if your anxiety is here all the time, just going home, just being with the person you're with, just living, and you got to explain every aspect of your day. And by explain, I mean, oh, I went to such and such. Who was there? Who'd you see? How'd you see him? How did that go? Did you see any men? Did you see any women? Did you see? No, that's not how life is supposed to be. It's not how it's supposed to be. So, yeah, but who am I? I'm just, just a single therapist that sits here and talks to people about some of these things on a regular basis and my friends on a regular basis. And yeah, so I'm chilling. So, yeah, thank y'all for watching. Maybe I'll do some poetry next week. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. I didn't do it today because I did it on the live on Tuesday. Yeah. So go back and check the live on all the platforms. I did a live and I read some poetry. So thank y'all for watching. I don't know what I'm gonna do next week, but we'll do something fun, hopefully. So bye TikTok. Love y'all. Bye fan base. Thank y'all for watching. IG, thank you for watching. Bye. Facebook, YouTube, you know what? I love y'all most of all. So see y'all next time. Thursday, 6:30. Bye.